This is Umar for BoxNation. I've just seen one of the judges' scorecards.
Fernando Crawford.
The last 4 rounds, Terence.
Yeah. Listen, it was a very close fight. I thought we nicked it. 115, 113. And if it's 115, 113 to Bud, alright, I can see it. But it's like every card, it's like a pre-filled card. Let's give Terence Crawford the last 4 rounds. Let's give Terence Crawford 3 of the last 4 rounds on the other cards. It's like, if you get in there and it's like, we have a split decision, 115, 113, Madrimov, 115, 116, but it's like just zero recognition as the champion coming in a really close fight. But listen, of course it's not a robbery, it was a very, very close fight.
How'd you have it?
115, 113 Madrimov. Like the corner, I was in Terence Crawford's corner. They were so quiet the whole fight. Going out, you saw how he come out for the 12th? He came out like a man that needed to win the last round of a very close fight. So, I'm not saying that we were robbed. No, of course not. But I feel like we should have got more recognition on the scorecards.
I mean, Madrimov, mid to late rounds, really came on strong.
He dominated the fight. Couldn't miss him.
Are you disappointed he didn't nick a couple of the other rounds?
Yeah, I think, but he's had 10 fights. Just fought the pound for pound number 1. So he could have forced the pace a little bit more. He probably needs a little bit more experience, but doing that, the confidence that he's going to gain against Crawford is unbelievable.
Where does that put Crawford on the pound for pound list?
Same as before. He's already.
You don't put Usyk above or Inoue above.
Those two, for me, it wasn't a pound for pound number 1 performance. If I'm honest, I don't think as a challenger coming into that fight, he came in there and beat the champion well to win that belt. I thought it was a very, very close fight that could have gone either way. I thought Madrimov edged it, and as champion, I would have thought he would have got more respect on the cards. And that people say, it doesn't matter who's champion and challenger. Sorry, like you have, in my opinion, you have to dethrone the champion. I'm not saying that you lose rounds, but you got. I don't think anyone could say that was a dominant victory.
What if Canelo was in the ring tonight with Crawford?
It's too big. It's always much too big. Crawford. I'm not even sure that Crawford can. If Israil, he landed a lot of clean shots on him tonight. He marked him up bad. That eye was bad, and I think they'll feel lucky to get away with that one.
What next for Terence, you think? No, it's not.
I think His Excellency will make the Ortiz fight.
Virgil Ortiz?
Yeah, great fight. By the way, styles make fights, Madrimov is very awkward. Very, very awkward. And Terence really struggled with him. He struggled with the style. I think Madrimov might kick it more. I say he actually won't kick himself, because if he could have done a little bit more, still weren't enough. And that's what's frustrating.
What's like your overriding emotion about it?
Just that he didn't really get the I wanted the drama of a close decision, because it was a very close fight. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like, I don't know, just Vadim and the team were so worried about just not getting a fair card.
So they pissed off, or?
Yeah, they just said, we knew that would happen. But then it's kind of like, if you knew that was going to happen, you got to fight a little bit harder. But I've read most of the stuff on social. Most people had it 115, 113 either way. I think probably because the commentary sounded like it was very biased, that the viewers had Crawford winning 115, 113. It's fair enough. But when you look at the reaction and it's like, I don't know, 60-40 Crawford or whatever it is, 50-50, you'd hope that you could get a judge seeing it the way that the 40% see it out of the 3. You know what I mean? But that's what it is.
If it's not Canelo Ortiz next, I mean, the obvious one is Boots. How does Boots get on with Crawford?
I think he beats him, but I don't think Crawford will take that fight. I don't think the fight's big enough to give Crawford the money he wants to risk himself in that fight. But I said, I respect Bud. Great fighter, and I said to him in the ring, that was close. There's no way that you and your team were listening to those scorecards going, oh yeah, we got this. Do you know what I mean? It was like, hopefully we got this. And, like I say, no robbery. Just disappointed that he didn't get more respect on the cards.
Just before we close off, a fantastic night of boxing,
amazing,
the undercard. Yeah. Is Martin Bakole a top 5 heavyweight?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, AJ, obviously, Usyk, Fury, Parker. But Bakole could beat Parker, and Parker's on a great run. I tweeted it, Bakole's neck. Fucking love it. 2 absolute colossal lumps. I think Bakole beats him.
Does anyone want to fight Bakole now? Really?
No, but that's the problem. But the problem Bakole's always had is, and this is why I couldn't believe that Jared Anderson fought him. Because there's no reward other than the respect of the boxing industry, who go, fuck me, can't believe you fought him and you beat Bakole, well done. But everyone in this arena had no idea who Martin Bakole was. Do you know what I mean? And most people watching in America had no idea. But his stock rose tonight. But he's still a who wants to go near that guy. But I think with his excellency as a fan, I'm sure he'll pay up to make the fights. But no one's going to be jumping through hoops to fight Martin Bakole. But I'm really pleased for him, and I'm pleased for Billy Nelson. They've done a lot of hard work, and now they're going to make a nice few quid tonight and a nice few quid moving forward. So muzzle tough.
We weren't really sure about Bakole, but some of those sparring stories that get leaked, they're very vocal, Billy and Martin. Do you think they're true now? Some of them?
I think he's had some great spars. I mean, I've seen him spar AJ, the fucking wars. He dropped Usyk, did he? Or he dropped Dubois or whatever. I'm sure he's capable of dropping anyone. Sometimes with these sparring stories, he hurt him in sparring. Yeah, fucking right. Sometimes you go into a spar, maybe, you get hurt, maybe you're not switched on, maybe you got a little niggle. It's just boxing. But Bakole, I was pleased for him, and I kind of kicked myself because I just really knew he'd beat him. And I listened to people who told me how good Jared Anderson was, and I listened to people who I respect who told me he would beat Bakole, and it just made me think it was a 50-50, but I really felt very strongly that would happen. Massive respect to Jared Anderson for taking the fight. He's 24 years of age, but I think that was a risky bit of matchmaking.
I thought Jaron Miller was robbed.
Yeah, thought he won by 3 or 4 rounds. He forced the whole fight. Respect to Andy Ruiz, but that's not a draw. It's not a draw.
Well, anyway, it's a fantastic.
I mean, Valenzuela, Pitbull Cruz. That's another one. They're booing the score of that. I thought Valenzuela won. I thought Cruz finished the fight well, but I had Valenzuela winning the fight on points.
What a fantastic night still in LA. Eminem was brilliant. And,
unbelievable.
Sold out arena. Great start for Riyadh season in America. I do appreciate it, Tom.
Thanks, mate.